What's up guys?
Welcome back to our channel.
So on today's video, actually we're gonna go ahead and introduce ourselves. My name is Carmen.
Yeah. My name is Daysi.
And we're sisters, and this is our YouTube channel. We do a little bit of everything in this channel, but we mostly focus on makeup. So
yeah,
Daysi, you want to let them know what we're going to do today?
Okay, so for today, let me show you guys what products we're going to be using. We're going to be using a affordable eyebrow product, and then we're going to be using a high-end product to show you guys our eyebrow routine and kind of give you guys some tips and advice on how you guys could do your eyebrows.
Basically just a video going in depth about how to do your eyebrows for those of you guys that are beginners, or if you want to try out a different product. So yeah, without further ado, let's get on to this video. So if you guys want to see how we created our eyebrows using high-end and drugstore products, then just keep on watching. So I'm gonna show you guys how I do my eyebrows first, and then Daysi will show you. It's not that much of a difference. We usually have almost the same technique.
Yeah, we do.
So I'm gonna use the Anastasia Beverly Hills Dip Brow Pomade, and this retails for $18 at Sephora.
Yeah.
Everybody and their mamas got this.
Yeah, you guys, and that one comes with a lot of product. Like, that will last you a long time. So it's pretty good to invest in something that, you know, is worth it. I think that one is really worth it.
So what I'm going to use first is just grab a spoolie brush, any spoolie brush you have. This is an eyebrow pencil that I got, but it came with it. So I'm going to use this, and I'm just going to start brushing my hairs upwards. And the very front of it, I like to just move it this way, because my hairs always, they like tend to come on the opposite way. They come the opposite way, so I like to move it to the left side. Then I'm gonna grab this small little brush.
It's important to have a brush that's very defined, very thin, as you guys can tell right here. Something like that, that's really thin, so that way you guys get a really nice, precise eyebrow.
So I like to start under my eyebrow first. So on some parts, I don't have eyebrow hair, so I'm just gonna create a line right under my eyebrow hairs. And I like to just bring it out a little bit. I already have a kind of an arc, so I'm just going around the shape of my eyebrow. And honestly, it's for me, it's not that hard to do my eyebrows, because me and Daysi already have a lot of eyebrow hair.
Yeah, my eyebrows, this is my natural eyebrow, so I actually have problems just like having to plug them out because they grow so fast.
And I like it for my brush to be really thin when I'm doing the front part of it, because I don't really like to put that much product at the top, because I like it to be like an ombre brow. So because I feel like when you color them too dark right here in the front, they look really thick. Yeah, it's so you want it to look natural.
Yeah, as well. You want it to look somewhat natural.
I kind of just pretend like if I'm doing as if I'm doing fake eyebrow hairs. I just kind of go like this. Thank God I'm showing you guys, because I don't know how I would be able to explain what I'm doing. I'm just gonna go back in with the pomade, and then I'm going to do the top part of my arc. So I start off right here before the arc, and just drag it down. And then without adding any more product, you're just going to try to blend that to the front portion of it. Since I drew the little line on the bottom, just using my brush without adding any more product, you're just gonna kind of push it up so it blends at the bottom of your eyebrows. Before, I used to just fake the little hairs if you want. I'll show you guys just in case for those of you guys that want to learn. So you really have to make sure that your brush is really thin. I like to go like this.
Just use like upward strokes with that one. Oh, okay, I see it.
And it's okay to have that little piece right here because with the concealer you'll clean that out. So look at the difference.
Yeah, that's an Instagram brow for sure.
So for concealing, I'm gonna go in with the Makeup Revolution concealer, and this one I love it so much, guys. If you didn't watch my last video, check it out. I talk about this concealer all the time because it's my favorite right now. It's buildable coverage and they retail at Ulta for $7. I feel like it's like a little dupe for the Tarte Shape Tape because of the how it is the way, like built. It looks like the Shape Tape one,
and then the brush is really thick. That's pretty cool.
I like to grab a concealer brush that's really flat just to give it a more defined look. So I am in the shade C7 for the Makeup Revolution concealer. I am just going to apply that onto the arc and then blend it outwards, and then I will go in with the rest of the concealer left and blend it to the front. I like to go all the way to the center just because when I do the other eyebrow I know how aligned they are. I think on my eyebrows it's what I take the longest doing because I really like to get them precise. Today I actually did something different. I did my makeup before doing my eyebrows and I don't usually do that.
But they still look nice though.
Yeah, because usually I'll start off with my eyebrows. It's the first thing I do.
Yeah, because you start fresh.
Yeah, but so I already have foundation on the top, but if you mess up, I don't think I'm going to go in with some foundation on the top because they're already pretty accurate. But usually I do put foundation on the top, but today I'm not going to. So,
but that looks pretty nice. Let me see. Turn this way. Oh yeah, that looks like
before,
melted to the skin, girl.
After.
Closer to it so they could get a full experience. No, Carmen's pretty good. And she kind of like got an eyebrow lift too. She kind of just went boom.
It's because I overline on the arc because I don't have hair on there, so I can make my arc as big as I want to. So now we're gonna give the spotlight to Daysi, and she's gonna show you guys how to do a more affordable eyebrow.
Cheap, because I'm a cheap bitch. No, I'm just kidding. No, I'm just kidding. No, it's because I do use this a lot. I use the Milani. This one is the Stay Put Brow Color. And I've used this in my drugstore video. These days I'm kind of like into like natural brow, but then when I do like a full glam for Instagram, then I do my eyebrows really thick, very precise and everything. But if I'm just kind of, you know, like simple,
a more natural look,
like yeah, more natural look. In the Milani I use the dark brown as well. So if you guys could see right here, I don't know if you guys can see the difference. So this one, like Carmen said, was $18, and this one retails for $7 something.
$7.99.
Yeah, but this one comes with a brush, which is very convenient. It comes with a really nice. This has become my favorite brush for my eyebrows.
Yeah, that brush is really thin. So and that's cool because you have the spoolie on the
and then
other
you
side.
have the spoolie all for $7. But the only downfall is that obviously the pigmentation as the dip brow is not the same. The price is not the same. And then you don't get as much product in here as the dip brow one. So yeah, but this is definitely a good, like if you're a beginner, this is something good to start practicing with, because if you kind of just invest all your money on the ABH one and then you don't like it and you don't know how to use it because it is really pigmented, so you might be looking crazy, you know, because it's really pigmented and you're kind of like, oh.
So if you're someone that is currently using powder, I personally don't like using the eyebrow powder.
powder looks natural. It's more for a natural
it's more
people.
for a natural. But if you're trying to learn how to do the pomade, it's really easy. To be honest, I feel like it's easier than doing the powder.
Yeah.
But it's really just about being
It's just
precise.
about you, how you do. I'm gonna start off, and what I pretty much do, I just, you know, dip it in there, swirl it around so it could become, so it's really good to work with, because otherwise if it's really dry and cracky, then your eyebrows are gonna look not as. And then what I do, just to like, because what I do to thin out my eyebrow brush, I kind of just go like this, and then I kind of just go like that. It's a habit, I don't know, I do it like that, and that kind of helps it make it really precise, really thin. Just like that. I'm gonna start, you guys, and what I'm gonna do is just brush out my eyebrows first. So what I do is I just start right before the front. Like, I obviously brush them since my eyebrows are pretty straight, and then I just drag it, kind of like Carmen, of course. You see how light it is though compared to Carmen's? It's like way more light. Like when I use my wigs and stuff, this is what I use because it's not that dark. After that, I just kind of like brush, use the brush, and then kind of just use strokes going the way that my hair is going. I don't know, I'm pretty simple with my eyebrows. And then I start right here, like right before the front. Like we said earlier, you don't want to start at the very front, because then your eyebrows are gonna look just crazy as hell.
Yeah.
I start right here, and then just make a line. This one's really kind of dry already, that's why it's kind of hard to manage. Me personally, I don't worry too much about having it really perfect, because I'm gonna clean it afterwards. So, and then I just use strokes again. I go back in, I don't put no more product. I just kind of brush up. Then if I want to get it a little bit more defined, then I just go in again.
We're gonna add in some pictures of how we used to look before, like back in the day, how our eyebrows used to look. You guys are gonna laugh.
I'm just gonna go in and brush them, like to blend them out. Okay guys, so now I took a thin brush like Carmen earlier, and then I used the Makeup Revolution concealer, and I'm just gonna clean them up. And I start at the front. I always start at the front. This part is so important for you to stay really steady.
Yeah.
Because if someone breathes, then you fucked up. What I do, just so I don't mess up, I just slowly drag it. It's not like I'm like, okay, there, bam. No, I'm just like slowly dragging it across. I take my sponge, just blend that out. Okay, so for the top as well, you want to be really, very, very steady. So you guys could see that. I start right here. So just like that, and then I blend the concealer up a little that way. And I go with the beauty blender and just blend it out as good as I can. If I have any little bald spots, I obviously go in and just, you know, try to shade them in, whatever. But for the most part, this is how I do them, you guys.
We wanted to give you guys like an affordable and a more high-end product, just so you guys can see that you don't have to spend that much money on if you're beginning to do your eyebrows. So I think we did a good job explaining. Let us know.
Yes.
If you liked it, let us know what brow products you guys use and what you guys recommend.
Yeah, let us know.
I'm always down to try new.
Yeah, that's true. Me too, you guys. I'm always down to try new things.
But yeah, that's it for this video, guys.
Yeah.
Give it a thumbs up.
Sorry that we're ending it like this.
We're gonna go ahead and finish our makeup.
Yeah.